is 40-47 against Oddbod with his 42-54. And they're off.
Yay.
So for those of you who are not familiar with Specter Knight, we're a bit into this tournament here, but still anyone could be a first-time watcher. Shovel Knight jumps a little bit higher than Specter. To make up for that, Specter can climb up walls and do dash attacks. Those are the primary aspects of his base toolkit. However, they will be improving that with sub-weapons and armor. The red skull that they just picked up is actually going to be used to purchase their sub-weapons later on.
Ooh, at least 20 gold. Should be fine.
Yeah, gold is actually pretty easy for both routes. Even Bounding Soul, which is a lot more calculated as far as money goes. Bounding Soul tends to have a lot of extra money it can pick up if need be. And Steelheart actually also did 100% runs. In fact, he's one of the only other runners who's done all 4 categories, any percent, low percent, new game plus, and 100%. So he should definitely have plenty of backups under his belt.
Yeah, the advantage of doing multiple categories.
The disadvantage being he did almost buy Claw on his first race.
Yeah, I can see that happen.
So Oddbod just picked up the Willful Wisp. It's a permanent health upgrade. There are also Darkness Wisps for increasing their mana. You can find them in stages, or you can purchase them in the lobby. You have to spend quite a lot of money to buy them in the lobby, though. So if a runner feels like being a little bit safer, not have to worry about picking up extra cash, they can go ahead and pick them up in the stage if it's not terribly out of the way.
Yeah, knowing that you have a lot of bosses actually do quite a lot of damage in the run. Not a bad idea to get some health sometime, especially in a race.
And Steelheart is approaching Black Knight and Terrapin. Pretty easy stun lock here. He just has to keep bouncing him, preferably like right around where the waterfall is. It can be lost though if players get too aggressive, and that's a very heavy time loss.
Yeah, if you dash too high compared to Black Knight, you will push him to the left instead of to the right, so... And then it's a nightmare to get it back.
Good job on both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, considering Oddbod pick the extra health, it's fairly close.
And that could always come back to bite Steelheart.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if anything, Steelheart could go ahead and purchase that first health. It's only 1,000 gold. He can purchase it in the lobby, so it wouldn't be a huge time loss, and he would still have that extra safety.
Yeah.
They're both passing through the lobby, and you can pick the stages in any order. So the runners are both going to Flying Machine first. This is where Propeller Knight is. And the stages award you money based on which knight you defeat, and they unlock curios, the sub-weapons, based on who you beat as well. So Flying Machine conveniently gives us the most money and the best movement-based curio. Steelheart trying really hard to skip that ladder.
Yeah, like, skipping Judgment Rush would be dumb. Like, you just can't skip it.
So Steelheart just broke a checkpoint, and without once you break a checkpoint, it no longer saves your progress if you should die. So it's a little risky, but he's definitely more than comfortable enough to break quite a few of them. They'll be looking for 8,400 gold by the time they beat this stage.
You do the extra pink there.
Yeah, pinks are worth 200. They're usually not worth going out of your way for, but you gotta make it up somehow. And there's also a little leeway. There's a wind cycle that they're trying to catch, so long as they don't miss that first wind cycle, they can go out of their way for like a pink or two.
Yeah.
And Steelheart broke the first 2 checkpoints, as is Oddbod.
Yeah. I mean, it's risky in a race, but since they are like far in the tournament and pretty close to each other time-wise, I mean, they have to go for everything they can.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see any spills in Flying Machine. Like,
Yeah.
I legitimately do not want to see any deaths. That send them back to the beginning.
Yeah, after they bought both their curios, it's fine, but before that, death are not great. And Flying Machine tend to have, like, deaths at very bad places.
Yeah, there's a lot of scary points.
Yeah.
Especially like right before Triple Jawa, you could easily take a spill there. Triple Jawa itself is also really bad, and hopefully Oddbod will leave that checkpoint up. One of the differences between the two routes is that the old route broke a lot more checkpoints. You needed a lot more money for Skeleton Sentry.
Yeah, so far, pretty similar route, besides still hard taking an extra pink, so...
Steelheart getting the alternate jelly strat. Good stuff. Yeah, I pushed him to try and get sub 40 a little while ago, so he's definitely doing a lot more big boy strats.
Yeah, but not going for it. Definitely not. It's not that bad to do, but if you miss it, you go back quite a lot.
Steelheart almost fell to his death. Yeah, that's gonna be the difference, is that like they're gonna go for tiny frame savers that could kill you, and if you get enough of them, you know, it's a good lead. Now, Propeller Knight deals a full heart of damage on all of his lunges, and every time you hit him between the lunges, you'll force his next lunge. So it's really hard to do steady DPS on him. You want to try and hit him like as he's moving, but that's also really tricky. Oh, and he got away from him.
That was very early too.
Yeah, that's definitely positioning based. Unfortunate still. Oddbod got poked once. Yeah, he has to stay a little bit more to the left of center just to bait Propeller to be on the right side of the screen. You really want to fight him over here instead. Although, oh no, Oddbod as well having Propeller running away from us.
Ooh, the bombs. Ooh.
Oh, please don't die! Oh my god! Ugh.
Ooh, that was so close.
Just to show how terribly terrifying like stage order can be.
Yeah.
So Steelheart already bought Judgment Rush.
Yeah.
That Curio allows him to teleport enemies, rushing through walls, deals a full heart of damage to anything that it won't kill. It's extremely useful for skipping a lot of the rooms. And he also bought Rail Mail, which allows him to treat every stage like he can grind on rails. This is normally something you only see in 2 of the stages, so it's pretty necessary.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, he went to Explodatorium for his weapon, and this is another cycle-based stage. The global cycles will be pot lids and fire traps. And the stage is also pretty treacherous for some pretty deadly hazards. Lots of stuff can get in your way.
And now that's where the tracker is useful.
Oh, thank you.
I already did it. It's fine.
Yeah, that was immediately.
we ain't there, we ain't there.
So Steelheart looks like he's catching that first cycle for Explodatorium pretty easily. Oddbod is making his way through the Lich Yard for his Curio. He's going to be getting the Skeletal Sentry. And this is an interesting difference between the two routes that's very similar, is that now they're both doing a stage with Judgment Rush and no extra weapon. So they'll have to continually do a little bit of busy work, getting some extra money, extra skulls. And they'll also have to fight the boss almost low percent. And Steelheart fighting the Alchemister. Doing pretty good. You have to fight the current. It's a little tricky to not get hit by bombs.
That's the first time I see someone jumping behind the Alchemist.
He does that so he doesn't bonk into the wall, which is entirely understandable.
Oh yeah, sure. But that's the first time I see it, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw him doing that, I was like, oh yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's
It's
clever.
a little slower, but you know, it's better than bonking.
What, you miss what, 2 hits?
Yeah, just about. You can leave him with 2 health remaining. It looks like he left him with like 5 health remaining, which is about right.
Oh, not doing the Judgment Rush strat there.
Yeah, there's a lot of new strats, kind of optimal stuff all over the place. Judgment Rush is a little bit slow to use, even though it's still very useful. It's just that half second of baking that it takes to use. So Steelheart dealing with this teleporting around all over the place Plague Knight, and then he does make clones of himself. The real Plague Knight has a blue blast equipped. Oddbod has to deal with Phantom Striker, who apart from his constant teleporting around, goes invincible for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Oddbod adjusting pretty well to the fact that Phantom Striker made it to the center of the screen, and that kind of is the cue for Phantom Striker to finish the fight on the other side.
You badly need to be careful with his no, fine. Yeah, I was gonna say
that
was very low.
That was a little scary.
Phantom Striker doesn't deal that much damage unless he pops those
the ball
floating lightning ball.
Yeah, those ball lightning attacks that he does, those circle of 4 each do a full heart. So with with 2 of the night stages done, they're both doing their first memory. It's a good chance for them to pick up money if they need it. They won't have access to any of their armors or weapon, but they will get to keep any extra health or mana. And Luan is he's there. He's kind of a mobile lantern. He's very consistent in the first stage. Second time around, we're gonna need some less RNG on him.
Yeah. Ooh, about taking a lot of extra cash. I guess it's because of Sentry.
Yeah, Sentry gets the 600 wall gold and the extra 1,000 here on the right.
In the chest, yeah.
And Steelheart picked up Bounding Soul. The way the route works... Oh, he even got the Odd Rush, named after Oddbod. So yeah, he has the Bounding Soul, which in this route will not get upgraded until after he clears the Lost City. The reason why Odd Rush is a thing is because Oddbod found that if you were mashing attacks in that that little mini dungeon that shows you how to use the weapon, you actually trigger Talking to Red, which is how you leave the stage a little bit earlier. So it kind of looks like you're just riding on his shoulder. Steelheart's in a pretty dangerous stage. I actually really don't like the Lost City.
You know what? I hate more Exploratorium than Lost City, personally.
You know, it's honestly, it's up to you at that point. Yeah. Your opinion is entirely valid. But this stage, to me, is big trouble. You can easily... Ooh, yeah, he's having a little trouble with Beetle 1. I want to see if he's going to be a little more safer. Okay. That was a really good Beetle 1, actually. That was, like, pretty optimal. Apart from that one little up dash. Oddbod has some worries himself, Clockwork Tower. There's really no checkpoints that are in the way, and no food that's in the way.
Actually, let me clarify a thing about Exploratorium and Lost City. I feel like Exploratorium is more prone to mistakes, but Lost City, if you do a mistake, you pay really expensive.
Yeah, like, most mistakes in Lost City immediately get you killed. Yeah, nice Bounding Soul rebound there.
Yeah. Ooh,
and he did have the wherewithal to switch to Judgment Rush. That was good. Judgment Rush, if there are no enemies on the screen, will let you stall in the air. It's pretty useful to keep yourself climbing walls basically infinitely.
Okay, he took that one. That's definitely a good checkpoint to take, because if you miss the strat... I don't know if he goes for the safe one.
I mean, there are 2 strats here you can go for, and they're all kind of scary.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go for... Yeah, that one. That's what I was...
Yeah.
That's way safer.
Yeah, more dry Judgment Rushes. That one's pretty free.
Ooh, that was nice.
Oddbod in the first auto scroller here. There's going to be a huge difference between the 2 runners right now. I guess he really feels like Mole Knight is an easy win, breaking that checkpoint there. He is getting double hits as Mole Knight passes by. It's a little hard to do because you want to prevent yourself from recoiling, but Mole Knight flies so fast, and Specter's Scythe has such a long attack animation. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
you can kill him before he dives down, but yeah, when Specter's Scythe attacks for so long, enemies can kind of fly into it, and then you can dash attack them again.
Yeah, Oddbod having some trouble in that giant gear room. Didn't get the bonk correctly. unfortunately.
He'll probably be picking up more health. I hope he does, because dying to Tinker is very easy to do. Oh god.
But his health just there. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good decision, definitely.
Yeah, and that one's not too bad to grab either. He's going to be fighting Tinker Knight, while Steelheart upgraded Bounding Soul. He's going to be fighting Dark Reese.
Yeah.
Bounding Soul, once upgraded, can now have up to 4 on the screen at a time. They pierce through enemies. You can dribble them by hitting them with your scythe, and you can really rack up a lot of damage. So hopefully he'll get the very consistent kill here on Reese. He's actually he started out with the low percent play, so it's a little more RNG based, but oh, maybe he has a strategy here. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. But the beginning is definitely RNG, because if you start low percent, you don't really know if Dark Reese is gonna go back and forth or just continue straight after the first hit. So
the low percent intro for Dark Reese is completely up to chance. Oddbod picking up a little bit more money. He has more than enough right now. He just needed about 4,000 to pick up the upgrade later. But now he's fighting Tinker, and Tinker will deal a full heart of damage any contact with that gear.
Yeah.
Reminder though that bosses in Shovel Knight are very lenient. If you are hitting them, if they are in the middle of like being hurt for whatever reason, they no longer have a damaging hitbox for those few couple frames. Oddbod did pretty good on Tinker 1.
This wrench is being RNG too, so doesn't help.
Steelheart actually did not go for his own trick in the Snail Parade room. That's okay too. I don't blame him. Oddbod using Judgment Rush, you have to time it to swing between to swing and hit Tinker Knight, because Judgment Rush actually targets the enemy where an enemy was. It targets the area where an enemy was, not where they currently are. So if they move around too much, you're gonna whiff.
Well, what's funny there is that he actually used a Judgment Rush at the end, and I don't know why.
He probably will end at that last hit to avoid having to do one more bounce. But that was a good example of the screen moving and Tinker just not being still for long enough.
Yeah.
Steelheart had a very good intro to Iron Will. He actually, since the beginning is so tight on mana, he actually got all the rushes that he needed to.
Yeah. While learning that, I realized how close it is. Like,
oh no. Actually, okay, so you got some of those back. Trying to bounce those bounding souls in the corner there. He's kind of scaring me now. There we go. Yeah, up dash on that last one. You don't want to down dash to your death.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that one's actually really tricky. I've bonked doing that quite a lot. So Oddbod has the fully upgraded Skeletal Sentry. It now fires 5 shots. The explosion's a little bit bigger. It can be a little hard to set up on Dark Reese, because Reese likes to jump around a lot. And Steelheart here making his way through Bertha's room. He does manage to get Bertha hit by an anchor.
Yeah, spam that. Thank you.
Using Judgment Rush again to stay in the air.
Yeah, you had to spam it. You had to.
Yeah, he was really, really low. And Oddbod had a...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Oddbod actually did really good there, judging by the music.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, I guess he didn't expect Bertha to die. Because technically she doesn't die if you do it properly, so... Yeah, I guess he didn't expect it.
So Steelheart now fighting Treasure Knight. This kill is actually really, really consistent. You can do a ton of damage.
Yeah, it's like super easy to set up too. Like it's a no-brainer, really.
Yeah, you just walk up and take the hit and start firing. But how you finish the fight is a little bit more up to runner choice.
Well, definitely not in the air, though. Well, high in the water, rather.
Yeah, that's another thing. It doesn't come into play very often. Oh, yeah, that was kind of scary. Did he almost buy a Will-O-Wisp?
Yeah. What I was scared about is Oddbod walking on the spikes with iframes. I thought he forgot to use Rail Mail, but just at the very end, like, oh no, wait, Rail Mail, yeah.
Yeah, that can happen too. Spectre can be a little hard to control sometimes. For those who don't know, you activate grinding your rail by holding down. Down can also be used to drop off walls immediately. No one ever does it like that, though. If you see someone flip off a wall, that was a mistake.
Yeah. Usually when you want to flip off of a wall, you just attack. It's faster and less risky.
So Oddbod, using Skeletal Sentry, can also one-cycle the 420 fish, but it's a lot different. It's actually a lot harder. He has to time it. Nice! He got it! Okay, so that's 9 bounces, plus Judgment Rush, which does 2 hits, and the Skeletal Sentry has to detonate at the right time for that 12th hit.
It was perfect there.
That was good stuff. So Steelheart wasn't close enough. An enemy has to be a certain amount on the screen to actually target it with Judgment Rush.
A bit jolly. There we go. I hate that room 80%. That was very nice, though.
I'm hoping that Steelheart brushed up on his Phantom Striker, because this is one of the coolest kills for Bounding Soul. Oddbod had to wait a long time for the Phantom Striker to finish teleporting around to do damage to him. If Steelheart gets even some of this right, he'll take him down to half health. Pretty good there. Wow, nice. 6 hearts. He didn't get the phase skip. It's a little unfortunate. Oh, man, but he almost killed him. Very good.
Yeah.
So just 1 extra teleport. Yeah, apparently Oddbod avoided Bertha's smoochum. Now he gets to fight with Treasure Knight. And this is Sentry is just so awesome. Like it takes longer to get, but man, yes, that's exactly why it's great, because it could just save your life.
That would be funny to get to stay stuck in the chest.
Go, Luan, go!
Really though,
dude, hustle! Come on!
No.
Ah, he held back. So yeah, there's a small bit of RNG there for Luan. It's like a half-second time save, but it still feels terrible.
It's annoying because you just can't do anything about it. Like,
he just stands there. Why? Why are you gonna do this?
Oh, not bad. Pretty clever use of the bounce back there and using the wall.
So Steelheart did get Caltrops. That's a nice little present from Luan. Caltrops are the only weapon that Donovan can use. They're really useful on the stage in a couple spots, but they're more useful for Shield Knight. She can only run over them if they're completely still, and if she's doing a charge, she'll just completely smash without taking damage.
That's looking pretty good.
Yeah, this is so far okay. He did get 1 extra hit because he managed to get her to run over that thing. 1 more hit, come on.
There we go. I'm still waiting for someone to use that damn block.
Oh boy. Oddbod.
That was close.
Oddbod getting bounced around. That's another reason why I don't like Lost City, is all this gooey stuff.
That wasn't... okay.
I missed the old route. A lot of the stuff was a lot easier, but now you gotta do big boy strats without it. So now we're gonna see a little bit of a catch-up. Neither of them has had a death, I think, right?
Not yet, no.
That's
not yet.
crazy. They're both doing great.
Yeah.
Steelheart is in Clockwork Tower, so he's gonna get those 2 auto-scrollers. And then afterwards, he should be we should have a good understanding of like how they're doing. But if they haven't had a single death, Bounding Soul has about a minute of time save over the other route when done optimally. So we'll see how much of that Oddbod has kept up with.
I felt like Steelheart run was smoother than Oddbod one, but we'll see. Who knows?
Oh.
That was interesting.
Super smooth. So he's not getting that checkpoint either. Okay. That can be a little scary, like as long as you don't die in the auto-scroller. I died in the auto scroller twice while practicing over the last couple days. Felt great.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it feel great, you know? And we never saw that guy again.
Yeah, Sentry's gonna completely destroy Mole Knight in a sec. Nice.
Very nice. And then you have auto scrollers.
If Steelheart doesn't swag, I'm gonna be disappointed in him, and I will let him know that.
Now it's gonna be interesting. Who's gonna finish first? Well, Oddbod is actually pretty far away actually. Now I think about it.
I think Luan just went for Oddbod. That's twice in a row.
Yeah.
He was practicing earlier today. Jesus. He paid him. No, Oddbod, why?
Oh,
Losing that money and dying right there is not terrible. Like, it could be way, way worse. He doesn't even need to get the money. Like, yeah.
no, it's fine.
Thank God he didn't go back for it.
Silhard didn't go for the big gear strat. I'm surprised actually.
Interesting. Yeah, that's not too hard, but at the same time,
Oh, you missed it.
maybe
Maybe
he wants to be a little safer. He could be watching. He could know that he's got like time to be a little safer.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So Oddbod here, because he actually has 4 bars of darkness back in the present day, he actually has more mana to start in this fight. So he gets to throw more caltrops.
Yeah, I like how darkness goes back into the past and how money goes in the future for some reason.
YCG
like-
logic. YCG logic.
It's like Specter Knight is like, oh wait, I had all that money in my pocket from like 10 years ago or something.
Meanwhile, Donovan's like, in the future, I foresee myself being really edgy.
Yeah.
I hope the Steelheart gets a good Tinker one, because this is another good kill. That's interesting. Why did I say anything?
Because
Just
why
don't
not?
die. Just don't die, dude. Don't beef it.
That should be fine. I'll say that, man. Yeah. What's insane is that even body contact with Tinker Knight does full damage. It's like, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's him or the gear, and no one saw that coming when they first got their hands on the campaign. Right, I forgot that he does this like kind of weird New Game Plus kill-ish. Please don't die, and he doesn't have any mana to Judgment Rush either.
He got somewhat lucky with the platforms. Well, he's having fun. I don't know. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, well, and the wrenches were fun too.
Oh
Like 3 times in a row.
Getting body blocked by wrenches. Tinker's wrench the MVPs.
Yeah, that's so annoying. Like sometimes they will do nothing to you, and then sometimes they're just gonna block you 3 times in a row, like that, just like that.
So Oddbod does have a bit more of a luxury here. Just don't die. Don't die, dude.
He loves those spikes. Let him get hit by those spikes. He loves them.
It's good acupuncture, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, he's in Explodatorium, you know, so alchemy and stuff, you know.
You need something to forget the pain of doing the stage.
Yeah,
That's like smashing your thumb with a hammer to forget the fact that your foot is on fire.
yeah. Oh, that alchemy didn't go instant for long. Ooh. Well, still hard. I don't know if he knows, because if he knows he's ahead and he's now doing mistakes or something, I don't know, but yeah.
See how he handles Paul Blart. Actually, nice. He did get past him just fine. Top security and Pridemore.
Yeah. Taking all the health that he needs.
Yo, reminder that A little bit more about these runners right now is that Steelheart actually basically started speedrunning with this campaign. Oddbod, being a Plague Knight runner, actually picked up all these strats for this tournament, so he's doing really, really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the other one.
Well, you got rid of the clone at least.
Yeah, I get. The Skitty's just gonna do the job, it's fine. Who cares?
So, with about like a minute of difference between the routes, Oddbod is a little bit behind. They only have the same 2 stages to beat. They're going to be doing them in reverse order. But Steelheart is basically done with Pridemore, and Oddbod is just now getting to Stranded Ship.
Yeah, it's just a menu thing. It has nothing to do with money or anything. It's just like it's on the right side, so it's faster to go to polar menu-wise. So
interesting bounces there. The floor is always really random for King Knight, so you can get some good dribbles or bad ones.
What's funny is that when I was practicing that, everyone is saying like, "Oh, King Knight going into the into the pit is not great," but for some reason I got super lucky and I threw my bounding souls into the pit he went.
Oh yeah, that's the best actually.
So I was like, "Whoa, wait!"
If you can't get him in the corner, if he goes into a pit and you manage to actually get all your bounding souls in the pit with him, that destroys him.
Yeah, that just destroys him.
So he's fighting the Bifrost Broodmother here. Sentry actually does help you kill it a little bit faster. He tried to jump up to where the checkpoint is, which is a little difficult if you don't have enough momentum going.
I'm wondering if Steelheart is gonna get the last darkness or not.
I don't think so. Steelheart has been very true to the optimal route.
Yeah.
Not even. I don't think I've seen any safety from him at all, apart from like the pink gems and flying machine.
Oh, and
Oddbod,
go ahead.
Oddbod having a little bit of trouble in that switch room. I hope that he can do the gnarly toss. It actually doesn't look like he's going to go for it. Yeah. Oh, he tried to, but he didn't have it selected.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Nice double hit. I hate that trick. Oh no! Yeah. Oh wow. So
the down.
The hitting the switch kind of blocks inputs from the player, and he accidentally did down flip off of the wall there.
Yeah.
Something to know about the rails is that blue ones always go right, red ones always go left, and he's getting some kind of pop-up. Whoops. But yeah, using Judgment Rush there helps him have to skip. Wow, he even did the risky dash attack there. Good stuff.
Ooh, I didn't know about that bounding soul though.
That's a nice perk that the Bounding Soul gets, so you don't have to deal with that bonus. Oddbod gets a great kill on Polar Knight. Steelheart, being safe, you can just die from spikes, so I don't blame him. Interesting kill setup. He does kill him before he flies up, so that's not too bad either. And he actually did something interesting. By walking to the middle of the screen, he actually minimized the amount of time Polar would spend running to the corner. So that's it for Knights for Steelheart. Now he just has the 2 final stages, while Oddbod here is dealing with Pridemore Keep. Can he get the early pot cycle? Oh man, he got it!
Barely, but he got it.
So Oddbod has like maybe a minute and a half for this stage. So that's the difference I wager he would have right now with Steelheart. That nasty spill from the second memory cost him about 15 seconds.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, Oddbod used Judgment Rush on Paul Blart. A little bit of a cheater move there. Not even giving him a chance.
I mean, Judgment Rush is basically cheating.
Hackerman's tool.
A room I don't like and that's super hard and takes a lot of time to do. Judgment Rush is your solution for everything.
To be fair to the runners, to their credit, they do have to know where to use it. Because, if you just try to use it, you could end up targeting the wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic here. But,
No worries. I totally get you, because I do feel like some rooms are super free with Judgment Rush. Steelheart doing a pretty good job here in Tower 1.
About doing perfectly the room with the books.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh
okay,
my
so
lord.
I saw Oddbod fighting King earlier with Skeleton. I hope he gets better luck this time. Not really.
That's not a great start, no. It's actually really bad. Ooh.
That was a little better. Oh, wow. Nice.
You won't go into that pit. you won't get into that pit. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Next thing. Anyway, oh wow, Steelheart's only on half a heart. Jesus, what happened to him? Did he get smooshed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Being a little careful there. I don't blame him. Oh, Jesus. That's also kind of scary, because, yeah, he'll die in the next hit, but please pick up the health, dude. Like, you can't do Black Knight on half a hit. You have to be an actual madman.
I nearly thought he forgot it.
Yeah, he went for the darkness.
Yeah.
So this fight sucks. Like, Black Knight, you ruin everything!
Ooh, that's... Oh, yeah, he's doing that.
He knocked him down really quick with the Bounding Soul. There's actually a pretty good setup to get him onto the floor if you want a ground fight.
Yeah,
I don't like the ground fight.
I actually like... I prefer the ground fight to the air fight, to be honest.
That's entirely fine, too.
Even though it might be less consistent, it's just that, I don't know.
I don't know, he's making it look really consistent. Apart from like a couple of...
Oh,
wow. That looks like a really consistent... He might know what he's doing there.
That's knife, though, at the end, like, was pretty good.
Yeah, the setup to knock Black Knight off is the one that Patois does. Oddbod scared me a little bit there, getting hugged by a Gravedigger. Gravediggers hug real hard.
Yeah.
They do a full heart of damage.
But only when they rise up and attack, which is weird. Because
yeah.
When they're standing up, they do half the damage.
It's really weird.
But when they raise, they do full damage for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. It's like that. Oddbod went super safe on.
Yeah, there's a kind of terrifying way to get through that checkpoint room.
Yeah.
It also skips it most of the time, but I don't blame him for picking it up.
Yeah, I was more speaking about Berta, actually. He didn't try to bong on it to get to the ledge. Actually use the watery thing. The watery lantern. I don't know how it's called, actually. I don't know. I know nothing about this game. What am I doing here?
Actually, it looks like an electrified slime. Anyway, Steelheart is fast approaching Enchantress. He got through the Zelda room pretty quickly. He didn't get either of the elevator skips, but that's fine. It's only a 1 second time save. Enchantress is actually she does go down pretty hard with Bounding Soul. You do need to pick up the checkpoint though, because you can easily die here. She deals a full heart of damage. You start the fight with a damage boost, and if he wants to chase her under the floor, which is faster, it's extremely deadly if you don't get enough damage on her. Oh, that's kind of risky.
Yeah,
four
I would
is
not
too
even
much.
go for it.
That
3.5
wasn't
would
bad.
be okay, but yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
you
man.
couldn't go for the
Oh,
dash
man!
there.
Oh!
Well, that's fine, I guess. How about having trouble with Black Knight?
So long as he kills Black Knight,
Yeah.
you know, that's
He
all that
doesn't want the
matters at
ground
the end of the
fight.
day.
Can 40 still hardbeat his PV, actually? 40, 47. Might be short, actually.
The fight, it would be very, very close.
Close
which is
to
good for
even.
him. Yeah, I don't think he's going to, unfortunately. Nice finish for Oddbod there on Black Knight.
Ooh, oh no! Oh my god. Rails! Why?
Oh, man. So,
Why?
yeah, the big downside for this last fight here, it's pretty easy, casually, but you're so dependent on Rails for a faster kill.
Yeah.
He blinked, he wasn't paying attention, any number of reasons. Rails, they made a pit, he fell straight in there.
I mean, people don't get why we are mad at that fight in Speedrun's Galaxy, but hey, it was fine in my playthrough. Yeah, in your playthrough. That's why it was fine.
Oddbod, or Steelheart almost actually got the final Lantern skip too. Not bad at all. Okay, that's time for him. That's definitely a race PB for him. Good stuff. A 41-16 is very respectable. That's like not even half a minute off his own PB. And the death to Nightmare Reeves was honestly the only mistake he really had. Good stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Now, Oddbod picked up the Striker's Shawl. This armor is a trade-off for Railmail. Unfortunately, he won't be able to skate around anymore, but this stage is so short. It's just 2 boss fights, really. He can now charge his scythe attacks and his dash attacks for a full heart of damage.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe time-wise is not as great, but wouldn't maybe getting the spider sight instead, or you don't have enough skulls? I don't know.
Well, Spider Scythe,
Spider sight is very strong against Enchantress, especially when she's underground. So
it's not a bad weapon. It's all about like how useful it can be on every boss.
yeah, no, I meant for the late game instead of the charge mail.
Striker Shot only takes like 5 or 6 seconds, but Spider Scythe would take longer.
Yeah, I guess.
He didn't do too bad on Enchantress.
No.
He has Nightmare Reeves left.
Totally fine. That death in the dream though, very unfortunate. Wouldn't have changed much to the result of the match, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was that bad.
No, it wasn't.
For either runner. They honestly did pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oddbod is not too far from his own PB, so they're honestly both performing up to their own levels.
And that's where you wonder why the Sentry can rail. Why? That would be super strong, actually.
Oh man, that would be so cool if you had like a skeleton buddy skating behind you. Wow. No, Yacht Club, please get on this. That would be fantastic. Slash hit, and Oddbod's done.
Yeah, that's what we could expect from both runner. Like,
very good stuff from both of them.
Solid.
Hello.
Hello.
That run was looking so good until that death in Breeze. A little sad about that.
So you weren't very far from your PB.
Not at all, especially without that death. That would have been like 40, 45-ish.
Yeah, that was pretty much even with your PB, yeah.
Yeah, that was a damn good run. The Tinker 2 was a nightmare. But,
You know.
That happens.
that'll happen.
Oddbod?
Yeah.
Word.
Word.
Okay, so you had a your PB is a 42.54. You weren't that far off from your own PB either.
Yeah, it was a decent run. I had one really dumb death that I don't know. I always die in that one room in the second memory in races. I think I've died there in every single race so far in this tournament. It's insane. It's not a
Poor
hard
Donovan.
room either. I just die there. I don't know.
Poor Donovan, he's just like, there's something down there, I swear.
And except for that, it was a decent run. Not really good, but I mean, I take it. Wasn't bad either. And you know, congratulations to Steelheart, obviously.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
Steelheart,
right,
you advanced to
Dude, I raced
I
the
don't know,
anime
a
master.
quarter or semifinal. Yeah, you're fighting the
Said
meme
what?
master himself.
The anime master himself.
The anime master.
The walking knife emoji.
I mean, that's true. I mean,
that should be a good race.
if you want Steelheart to win, you just go in Tolu's chat and spam anime stuff, and it's guaranteed.
I'll do that.
Okay,
Guaranteed.
so here's my advice to you, Steelheart, because when I raced Tolu in the Shovel Knight tournament, the original one at the beginning of this year, I named my profile Anime, I think, or Pineapple, and Speedfrog named his the other. It was either Anime or Pineapple, whichever one I didn't pick. Both of us lost, so you gotta find something stronger than Anime and Pineapples, okay?
No, so you gotta reverse it. I'll just put hate anime as my name.
You just do DBZ fusion of pineapple and anime, and there you go.
Yo, the Pineapple Anime, I want that.
Tolu can't do anything against that. No way.
I'll put your game on Japanese too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
that's
can
true.
do
You
that
can do
now,
that.
yeah.
You just gotta ruin Tolu. You gotta ruin his spirit, and then he can win.
Well, do you guys have any other thoughts on your runs?
It was just a pretty normal run for me, aside from the Tinker fight and dying to Dark Breeze. And I didn't actually try to go back in Treasure Knight, it just kind of recoiled that way.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But, it worked.
You are definitely going to have to step your game up a little bit. Tolu got a 39 last time. He did get a 41 and a 42 in his first couple races, if I'm not mistaken. But he's stepped it up since then.
Yeah, he's been
you're going to have to
runs lately.
get that sub 40, man. I believe in you.
Sub 40's hard, though. I lowered my sum of best by 3 seconds this race,
Stop
at least.
being
For 4
lazy.
seconds. Dude, I lowered my sum of best by 4 seconds. We're 4 seconds closer.
Try 40 seconds.
40 seconds is too much.
Oddbod, now that you've lost the race, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I mean, back to Plague Knight, I guess. I don't know. Nothing
Knight
particular.
and his
I
knife.
guess.
Back to the bad
Maybe the end is night. I don't know. I'll find something until Remnants of Native comes out.
Yeah, please check out both of these runners. Steelheart, very skilled at Spectre. Oddbod is incredibly entertaining. I was dying of laughter before this race.
Oh, thanks. I'll take that. I had that one really scary thing in Ironvale, didn't I? I almost died before the Treasure Knight fight. That was the worst part of this run for sure. It was so scary. I had like some weird what is it? Judgment Rush save.
Yeah. Oh, and you tried to get the gnarly toss, but you accidentally had Judgment Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was dumb.
Now, as far as the next match goes, the next match is Steelheart versus Tolu. You have to schedule that. We don't know when that's going to be yet.
Eventually. Soon. Probably.
And as far as speed gaming goes, let's see. Got a Link to the Past randomizer still going on Speed Gaming 2. And tonight there is a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Well, there you have it.
So thank you for watching. Do stay tuned for more spooky action, more speed running, gaming. Thank you for having us, Feasel, once again. And this is Mumu signing out.
Explode out. That was weird.
That was great.
No.
I should do that every time. Oh god.
All right, good race, Oddbod.
Yeah, good race. GG's.
Dude, thanks for the odd rush. Really.
Oh yeah. Don't forget about that. Don't say the first word though, or Momo's gonna get
No. I'm out. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. He's actually gone. Oh, okay.